Okay, so after some practice and the impression video, I'm gonna try and do a full run of this demo. This is just going in with a little bit of knowledge now of how the game kind of operates and essentially how to play it the way the game kind of wants you to play it. What that means is hopefully I don't die as much. Because the initial run, it was pretty bad. Like, I was getting my shit pushed in pretty hard. Let's see, online settings, visitors ID, visitors in-game life bar, always display. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do a full start to finish playthrough of this demo. So we'll see how it goes. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in the Kyushu Bungo province. There's little in the way of usable land, with coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountains. Clinging to its edge are the smallest of fishing villages, as residents eking out subsistence farming on plots carving out of the hills. Their frugal lives stand in state contrast to the village elder whose omnipotent mansion perches atop the island's tallest peak, strangely oversized for the small island which it overlooks. Okay. And I don't care what anyone says, this guy looks like fucking Geralt from The Witcher. Like, they've got some of his characters, or at least his looks from Geralt. There's no denying it. But I'll try and explain a little bit about the game as I play it as well. Get our first weapon here. Alright, so throughout the game, you'll see these little soul things, which are essentially either items or they give you Armita, which is essentially souls in the game. These shrines here are where you can save. They're essentially bonfires that allow you to level up, make offerings, which is to sell your items to get more Armitas or souls. Go into an inventory or items. These small spirit stones are essentially the cracked souls that you can break and get more Amita. And so we can actually level up our first ability here. I really don't know of any good builds or anything like that. Usually when I start these games, I usually either go for life or more stamina, which in this I believe it's key. That gives you more stamina, which is kind of important in this game because key essentially lets you strike, dodge, and all that good stuff. Every time you level up, you have the ability to learn a new skill for each weapon tree, which for now is the katana, spear, axe, ninja, and magic. Or ninja and magic are leveled up by another means, and I'll shut it off a little bit later. These moves are what you can do whenever either you start a combo or you press a certain button combination. And some of these are more useful than not. This is the parry for the mid-guard stance, which may be pretty useful. Yeah, it's just a bunch of other stuff. I fucking brain farted there. But yeah, there's different types of parries for the mid-guard. I hate that it's not circle just to back out of the thing. But, yeah, there's different ones for different attack stances and stuff like that. For now, I'm going to go with the high stance skill, which is whenever you strike and you press the triangle button, you'll do like a cartwheel attack. It's pretty good in terms of strength and overall breaking the enemy's guard. There's three types of stances in the game. Low stance, which is your fast strikes. Medium, which is your medium strikes, which is what you see in most games. And then your heavy strikes, which are your slow yet powerful attacks, which drain a lot of stamina. Each weapon type can go into all three stances, and each time you go into a different weapon stance, you can use different combos that you buy from the shop itself. These red things here are, I guess they're essentially PvP type things, which you can get items from if you manage to kill them. Some of them are pretty hard. They're all NPC characters, not actual players. They're just NPC recorded data from yeah, see, they're pretty hard. They can kill you pretty quickly depending on your level and how they fight and stuff like that. But you can summon those and you can get special equipment. They'll help you level up, and so on and so forth. But whenever you die, your spirit animal, whatever it may be, will be where your body is. You pick that up and you get back all the stuff that you lost. Picked up our second weapon, which is the spear, which I actually picked up pretty early. I'm surprised. You can carry up to 2 melee weapons and 1 ranged weapon, and you can switch between them with the left D-pad, as you can see there. As I said before, the spear also has the light, medium, and heavy armor, or light, medium, and heavy attacks. And each stances has their own uses. Mostly the light stance is going to be good against getting around and striking your opponent that may have slow swings, and you want to get behind them and do some good damage. Medium attacks usually have a lot of good parries, and do a good amount of standard damage. They also have their own special combos, and then heavy attacks, like I said before, are pretty much your strongest attacks, but they waste so much stamina and are pretty slow. But they each have their own uses. You also have to be careful of your stamina and the enemy stamina. When your stamina runs out, you're pretty much wide open for any attack that they want to throw at you. But the same can be said for the enemies as well, so you can definitely play against that if you wish. See, like, my guard got broken there. And as you can see, he had low stamina, and whenever I hit him with a heavy attack, his stamina gauge went all the way down. I was able to use a execution attack, which does a pretty good amount of damage. As you can see here, these holes have pretty good armor, or revenants, if you will. Yeah, so you got to be careful how you want to approach some of these attacks. And there you go. What they drop is completely random from the items they have. Sometimes it's a good weapon, sometimes it isn't, sometimes it's good armor. It just all depends. But it's all completely dependent on whatever they have on them. So it just always varies. But yeah, this game really depends on you being patient to some degree. It's not like Ninja Gaiden or other Techno Koi games where you know, you can just kind of go in there, balls to the walls deep. You kind of have to take your time and pick your battles. In one-on-one fights, it's not really too hard, simply because you can always dodge and reach your opponent's attacks. Later on, there will be stacked against you, and you kind of have to pick and choose who you're going to fight and how you're going to fight them. Ooh, he has some pretty good stuff, but there's other enemies up here I want to try and take out first. There we go. And as you can see, someone like this uses a lot of fast attacks right now, because enemies can also switch between stances. It might be good to use heavy attacks, let them waste their stamina on their whole entire combo, then go after them. They can also switch stances too. So it's really good meta game, and I do respect that about this game. That's one thing I do like, that I briefly mentioned in my impression video, is that the game can be unfair sometimes, but it does have a depth to it that it's really good once you figure out exactly how to use it to its advantage. There is depth to the game. I don't really have anything to take this guy out that's shooting arrows at me. Let's see. There should be a shrine around here. I think I'm relatively close to one. And that's actually pretty important because I can level up off that. At least I think there's a shrine around here. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is just a shortcut. Alright, awesome. So I think this leads us back to the beach at the beginning of the game. Nice. Okay, so we can come back to this shrine. And like Dark Souls, every time you use a shrine, it resets the world. So that is something to be aware of whenever you come and rest at a shrine and level up. It does reset the entire world. Guardian spirits, I don't know too much about. There's 4 of them in the demo. One is one's a cat. That looks like a fish. Phoenix, and a dog. Each one of these have different attributes. I think it's fire, water, earth, and lightning. And whenever your gauge is full, you can unleash and do special attacks and stuff like that. And get rid of some of this stuff for additional souls here. But yes, this game does have a good amount of depth to it, which I do enjoy. These boxes don't have anything in them. Yeah, the demons are a little bit harder than the regular enemies because they, for whatever reason, don't really stagger that hard like the human enemies do. So you kind of have to really pick and choose how to attack them. This game is similar to Dark Souls and stuff in terms of knowing when to strike and what attacks to strike with. It's very picky in that regard. That's another thing I hate too, is probably gonna die here. Oh, that fire might kill him first. There we go. A little tougher than I thought it would be, but yeah, as you can see there, they really don't stagger that hard, so they can become a problem later, especially if there's a bunch of them in one area. Let's see. No, there's an item back here. Spirit Stone. Guide Coma to Shrine. I'm not 100% sure what that does. That may unlock another shrine later on in the game. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and fight that right now. I have no health items, really. Damn, he got cut down pretty quick. Alright. This is one thing I do forget to do, is that you can learn magic and spells. I always forget to try and do it because there's no real signifier that each time you level up you get the ability to do this. And the one thing I hate about magic and ninja arts is that they're considered as they're considered items, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in a minute. Let me finish learning some of these skills. Yeah, one thing is these skill points are they're shared with within all of the styles, like the spear, the axe, and the sword. Why did I forget it was a sword? While guarding, step sweep back. That might be useful. I haven't seen an axe weapon yet, but I'll definitely hold on to that. This is quick draw. And that's parry. Okay. So now we have kind of a array of skills to play with. Oh, right. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. Equipment. And under shortcuts. Where is it? Like, there's no real signifier that, those are memories. Skill customization. Let's see. Defensive multiplier. Yeah, this is one thing I don't like about the game either. It's kind of its UI system. It's a bit confusing. Because right now I'm trying to find my one of the spells that I bought, but it's kind of hard to see here. That's Sacred Water. It's not the Spirit Stone. Yeah, it's. I'll have to find it in a little bit. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to find a shrine too, because I'm actually out of healing items. Which there might be one coming up soon. All right, get this guy to come over here. So there you go. You saw the parry at work. There you go. I think this guy has a bow on him that we can use. Yeah. Alright, so now we have our bow and arrow. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my magic. I know I bought it. Which is unfortunate, because I know it's there. I'll have to look it up. Whenever I hit another shrine or something. Because I know it's there. I remember buying it. Which incidentally we're here. Okay, so this would be a good time to cut this first part. I'll try and figure out what exactly happened to my magic and stuff.